Hey everybody, it's Nicholas Clay from Clay Entertainment here, giving you all another update video about everything related to the channel. We got some big updates and big announcements to talk about, so why don't we stop wasting time and get right down to the things. Also, once again, I got some notes here just as a general overview of what I want to talk about today. So if this video seems a little unscripted, it's kind of the point. Alright, enough of the formalities, let's go. So the first thing that I want to address today is a very big announcement related to the channel. Not only do we have a Patreon page now, but we also have a Ko-Fi page. So if you want to support me more directly, the links to both of those pages are down in the description for you to look at. But I'll go over them anyways, so why don't we check them out right now. So as you can see in our first tier, supporter, if you donate a single $1, you will get the following rewards: a thank you message for supporting me, and your name or username in the credits. As for our second tier, advocate, if you donate $3, you'll not only get everything from tier 1, but you will also gain access to a private Discord server where you can participate in community nights, get exclusive behind the scenes access of future videos and animations, and much more. And for our final tier, the Paladin, if you donate $10, you'll get everything from tiers 1 and 2, along with 3-day early access to any new animation or video before it is released to the public. So if any of these perks have interested you in some way, the link to the Patreon is down in the description below for you to go and check it out. So, now that we've wrapped up going over the Patreon page, why don't we shift gears over to Ko-Fi really quick. So there isn't that much to say about the Ko-Fi page other than that it's really just a tip jar of sorts. So if you don't want to have to deal with Patreon at all, here's an alternative means to support me. The minimum is set to $3, but that's just a recommendation. If you want to donate more or less than that, doesn't really matter. If you do support me on Ko-Fi though, you will get a thank you message along with your username or name in the credits. And I bet you've already noticed this by now, but the goal on both the Patreon and the Ko-Fi pages is to raise enough money so that I can hire voice actors. Now I know that the goal states the Life and Inkling specifically, but honestly, this voice actor's goal could apply to future projects outside of the Life and Inkling. Now we're talking more so in the future obviously, but I think it would be a really cool thing if it were to actually happen. So if you want to support myself and the channel further, check out the links down in the description. There are links to both the Patreon and the Ko-Fi page for you to do so. Our next topic concerns something that I've been wanting to do more of, and that is live streaming. Now, in the past I've been streaming on YouTube, and while that makes sense, because that's where most of my audience is, I don't want to crowd the YouTube feed with a lot of streams or even highlights of streams. So instead, I'm thinking about streaming more on Twitch. I've had a Twitch page or a Twitch account for a couple of years now, or really long time at this point, but I've never really used it to stream there. So I think now is like the perfect time to do that. So while all the details aren't set in stone yet, I do have a general idea of what these streams will be all about. It will be the typical streams that you see, like of playing games and stuff, but I will also be streaming myself animating stuff and also drawing things, and even like the rare like just chatting, just very casual. That's the main goal with streams, just to keep it completely casual and very welcoming, very like open to anything really. So that's just generally what those streams are going to be about. The working theory right now in terms of a set day and time for streaming is on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. PST, and they would go for like maybe 2 or 3 hours depending on how I'm feeling that day. Everything's not really set in stone at the moment. That's just a general idea that I have, so a lot of these details are subject to change, so just keep an eye out on like my own personal Twitter account and really anywhere else that I post information, and at some point I'll have all those details figured out. But if you do want to follow my Twitch page before I start streaming, link will be down in the description for you to go check that out. Now before we move on to our third and final announcement, there is something that I wish to talk about. At the time that I'm recording this update video, it's been 7 hours since the premiere of The Life and Inkling Chapter 1 DX. And the amount of love and support that I've received not only from my friends and family, but from the people that were there to watch the premiere live with us as it was happening, truly means the world to me. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate your love and support for this project. And I know, Chapter 1 DX should have been done a long time ago. But hey, as the series will show as it continues along, life happens. And that's exactly what happened with me. But it is good to know that you're all looking forward to the future of the series, so thank you all once again for your continued support. Oh, and before I forget, the Life of Inkling project now has an official Twitter page, so if you go down in the description, there will be a link that will take you straight there. And I'll be posting more things like, progress updates, work in progress, maybe even character bios, or really anything that's related to that project. So if you want to just get updates related to that project and nothing else that's going on with the channel, go ahead and give that a follow, check it out. There are a few things up there already, and I definitely plan on updating it as time moves on. So I hope you all look forward to what I have in store. And with all that out of the way, it's time to talk about our third and final announcement for this video. So if you recall from last year, I was trying to come up with new ideas for content to make alongside the animations, and I think I finally figured out what I want to do in regards to that. So to give you all a preview of what I may have in store, I'm going to throw up a list of things briefly on the screen. I know you're probably seeing a lot of text right now, and it probably doesn't make a lot of sense. But as you can see, there are two separate categories. One's for video essays, and then one's for just random things that I can make. These will not be taking the priority for animations, but I at least need to make something else alongside them if I am to get my monetization status back, because YouTube watch hours and stuff suck. If I'm going to be completely honest here. So I hope that some of these video ideas seem at least a little bit interesting for you. And heck, I'm willing to try anything out. So if you still have any suggestions, throw them down below. But in terms of this list, there are a couple of things here that I would really like to talk about in terms of the video essays. But there are also a couple of those random one-off videos that I would really like to make too. Like, it just all seems really fun to make. And I want to at least try to make something else aside from animations. Because there are a lot of things that I'm very passionate about, there are a lot of things that I really enjoy, and I feel like this would be a good way for me to get those feelings out there and see if anybody else agrees with what I have to say on some of these topics, or just to get a genuine reaction out of some people with the funny random stuff. And once again, don't worry, the main priority will always be the Life of an Inkling or any animation related projects, at least for the time being. These other video ideas are just there to help tide you over until the next animation, because I kind of feel like I have to make them, but at the same time I'm looking forward to making some of these. I hope you're all looking forward to not only the animations, but some of the ideas that I just shared with you. And with that, that's going to do it for this update video. So I want to thank you all again so much for your support, and even for watching this video, just keeping up to date with what's been happening with me and the channel and everything. It really means a lot. So remember to look down in the description and check out everything that I discussed today. That includes the Patreon, the Ko-Fi, the Twitch, Life of an Inkling Twitter, my own personal Twitter. Everything is down in the description. So please go and take a look, check everything out. I am really excited for the future of this channel. So if you are too, please leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you are looking forward to the most. And there's something here in my notes that I want to address. Apparently I looked at my YouTube analytics, and a good 88% of you guys are not subscribed to my channel. 88% of the people that watch my stuff are not subscribed. So I don't typically do this kind of stuff because I just don't personally like it, but it would really mean a lot to me if you would hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for all notifications, so that way you're always notified for anything new that is made on this channel. I am becoming a typical YouTuber now, aren't I? But anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this update video. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to take it easy out there. See ya!